Hey, baby. How was work? You didn't go to the gym today, you say? That's all right. Just relax. Would you like some bubble gum? Would you just like to hear me chew some bubble gum for you? Okay. Let me tell you a story. Did anyone, anywhere ever hear about that lost Seinfeld episode? The Warning. The episode was supposed to air, feel that beautiful air. Oh, around, past that era, around season 6. But it was mysteriously cut. Some things are mysteriously cut, but perhaps it's for the better, you know? Like, oh, there are so many ways I could take this. How about, what do they call that thing where they take out the cleaver and they cut off the foreskin? Anyway, yeah, relax, feel the joy. The official story about the episode was that it featured Elaine. Do you know anyone named Elaine? Share in the comment section below. Elaine purchasing a firearm after being mugged. But there's no reason to worry about firearms now because we're in a safe place. Everything is safe and control like a paper bag. Yeah. Oh, but many elements about this episode were never revealed until recently. Don't you love it when things are revealed and you've been waiting for a long, long time? It's a precious feeling, you know. NBC executives refused to officially report on the episode until the Seinfeld Season 6 DVD commentary, where they just talked it out very calmly and patiently, perhaps while talking about a deli or a bar mitzvah or some other thing that people do in New York City. I have the tape. Right now, we're not so concerned about material possessions, however. But as someone who works with an NBC, unfortunately, I can't reveal my sources. Yeah, sometimes work makes you a little stressed out, but you don't need to worry about that anymore. Let me massage your back. Yeah, you like that, don't you? Yeah, I have your back and you have my back. That's the real massage, the best massage for all. I work at the GE building in Rockefeller Plaza, and I have access to their digital archives. That's as much as I can divulge. But that's okay, we can divulge all day if that's the way you want it. We also have the entire original Seinfeld series in multiple formats. We all like inclusion, don't we? Yeah, that's right, honey. Including original reels and VHS tapes. Mmm, sugar. I noticed an episode with the production code 607 missing from the tape set. It was relocated in a set of old news reels. Oh, well, how did that get there? It's okay. The important thing is when people misplace things that you forgive. We move on and we learn from them. Yeah, the replacement episode, The Mom and Pop Store, was filmed a season later to replace the missing episode. It was oddly titled The Mason. I know some people named Mason, but they weren't so odd. They were people just like anybody else, and I respect that a lot. Yeah, you know? Yeah, The episode starts out as normal, but is there such a thing as normal? I don't know. Perhaps we're all a little abnormal in our own special way. Yeah, riding our bike off to Vanilla Sunset, Lollipop, Reindeer Tits, with Jerry's apartment, but the camera's much more steady spaghetti. Jerry walks out, has always been drugged, and remarks that all of his friends and family have been dying lately. But that's not the end, that's just a new beginning. You know? Perhaps we're just afraid of the unknown. His buzzer rings, not a buzzard, but a buzzer, and it's George. George runs up, half crying, and tells Jerry he's seen something terrible. He's mumbling and stuttering for about 5 minutes until he can form a sentence. Oh, poor George. Someone should have given him an oversized lollipop and a pat on the back. Oh, Georgie, porgy, porgy. Sometimes things are a little bit much, but the important thing is that you know how to relax. And work on those muscles, work on those abs. There are still pauses for humor, but there's no audience or laugh track. George informs Jerry that planes have crashed into the Twin Towers due to a terrorist attack on New York. That's very scary, but it's okay because right now, imagine that we're in a log cabin in the middle of the woods of Illinois with Abraham Lincoln wearing a stovetop hat. I cannot tell a lie. He was a grocer who returned a penny that somebody dropped. He was a nice man. Jerry turns on the news, and you can see modern footage of the 9/11 attacks, all pre filmed several years beforehand. Well, how's that possible? Perhaps we shouldn't worry about that right now and sit up straight and do some kundalini and not hurt our backs. George says this isn't the worst part. Elaine and Kramer were in the towers at the time of the bombing. I hope they were safe. What precedes is a graphic and explicit phone call of screaming and crying, and Kramer saying that something terrible has happened. And oh, don't get nervous. These are just actors. They did nothing really happened. They were just acting. Okay, all right, huh? Just think about tomorrow when you go to work that you're finally going to tell Vanessa that you think she's a sweet girl, and you have a jar of pickles just for her. Jar of dill pickles, totally kosher. And Elaine is dead. Kramer screams there's no air in the building. He's burning to death and that he's going to jump. Well, that's not good. That's not good at all. Perhaps he was being metaphorical. Maybe not. But what is done is done. You can't change the past, but you can start today to make it better tomorrow. Hmm. The camera cuts to live footage of a man falling from the Twin Towers. Hmm. Let's not think about that. George genuinely looks upset and says, I'm sorry, Larry. I can't go through with this. And he tries to walk off the set, but people stop him and push him toward the stage. That poor thing. Oh, I'm glad that Mr. Jason Alexander is doing well. Okay, perhaps we should invite him over sometime. Ask him about Duckman and the series finale that never was. But it's okay. Life has its own series finale, so we just have to accept it and be courteous to one another. It's all love and it's all turtles all the way down. He walks out Jerry's prop window. You can hear him calling his agent. There's a lot of mumbling, and you can see candles being lit behind the stage. Well, perhaps they were melting incense to kind of get some delicious flavor in the air for atmosphere to relax and do some yoga. Mm. Jerry goes over to the bookcase and pulls it aside, revealing a ceremonial black table with candles, a dinner plate, and a strange box. Perhaps he was inviting his friends over to relax along with him. pray to Greenpeace. There's a Masonic symbol against the black cloth just outside where the fake stage window would be. Perhaps he was looking out for his friends with the black cloth to protect them from a harsh winter. It's a good thing when people protect each other like that with blankets, isn't it? It's very sweet. Jerry says some weird things in a foreign dialect, which is just as valid as any other dialect, it's just one that people didn't know. And one cut of the camera shows a poster of Barack Obama. This episode originally aired in 1995. That's okay. So people who knew who Barack Obama was, he was a younger man, and that's fine. The scene ends with Jerry waking up in bed, as though it's all a nightmare. Whew, that explains that. Kramer comes in and asks if Jerry has seen a lizard. Perhaps he's looking out for someone's pet in pet sitting. Jerry laughs and says, "We are the lizards," and the camera zooms slightly, very slightly and subtly and gently, with the love of someone who deeply cares and is sensitive about the feelings of others. His eyes become slivered like almonds. Did you know that almond milk is very tasty and very healthy for you? Perhaps I'll pour you a jar. Drink up. I want to see you grow nice and strong with big, strong bones, big, strong, muscular skeleton. The tape is only 7 minutes long, and what proceeds is just 20 minutes of dead air. Perhaps it was used as a meditation technique. If you continue watching to the end, and who wouldn't want to do that and pay deference, for the beginning is just an end and an end is just a beginning. So it's okay, there's an alpha and omega, a beginning and an end in my little Xenogear. It seems there are 3 more news reports tacked on. The first is about an outbreak of the swine flu. Poor little piggies. But that's okay because they were alive and therefore able to experience one thing or another. The second about a train bombing. Oh, that's okay. Perhaps they were just saying the train was da bomb, yo, as the people say, in terms of appreciation. And the third, I think we'll just leave that one up to imagination, silly puss. Now get yourself some bed rest. I'll see you tomorrow morning. We want you to be in good shape to tell Veronica that you didn't leave the mayonnaise in the basement this time with the lid off and then proceeded to eat it anyway while the dog came upstairs and said, "Woof, woof, woof, I'm a dog."